Chief Minister N. Biren says state government is mulling of imposing total lockdowns to curb spread of coronavirus in the wake of escalating COVID-19 cases. Manipur reports 315 new confirmed cases of COVID-19 and one death in the last 24 hours. Death toll reaches 117. Six student organizations AMSU, Desam, KSA, AIMS, MSF and SUK demand concrete state policy to fight COVID-19 in Manipur. Convener of People's Task Force for COVID-19, BK Marangcha slams state government of focusing more on by-election instead of combating COVID-19 pandemic. Chief Minister N. Biren urges public to choose candidates who will work for public welfare and for equal development in both hills and valley regions. Two-day-long 222nd death anniversary of Joyshree Bhagyachandra begins today. Chief Minister N. Biren leads people in offering homage to the late king. And India adds above 55,000 COVID-19 cases in last 24 hours, rising tally above 75 lakhs. Recovery rate stands above 88%. Hello and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. I'm Joyshree Usham. To stay protected from coronavirus, wash your hands frequently, wear your mask properly and maintain a safe distance. Now the top stories and latest news at this hour. Chief Minister Nongthumbam Biren has expressed concerns that there is possible evidence of community transmission of coronavirus in the state. He disclosed that discussions are underway to impose complete shutdown in the state in the wake of the surging COVID-19 positive cases. Speaking on the sidelines of the 222nd death anniversary observance of Sri Joyshree Bhagyachandra at Sri Govindaji Temple in Palace Compound today, Chief Minister N. Biren expressed disappointment that people are seemingly less bothered about following COVID-19 SOPs. Stating that the situation in the past few days is quite alarming in the state, he informed that the government has identified high-risk areas and the pockets which are severely affected. He said that the state government has started imposing lockdown in COVID-19 containment zones as a part of the stricter measures to combat the pandemic. Biren disclosed that he chaired a meeting of experts yesterday with regards to imposition of complete lockdown in the state, asserting that imposing total lockdown will hamper the state's economy. N. Biren mentioned that the State Chief Secretary has already sought advice from the centre for the same. He added that the state government, along with local clubs and other CSOs, are carrying out COVID-19 awareness mass drives. He urged the public to stay aware of the prevailing COVID-19 situation in the state and appeals to cooperate and abide by the guidelines and SOPs issued by the state government and the health department at all times to ward off COVID-19.
ICMR the Home Department the ngarang makhoi iraga Chief Secretary level dagi pau phawna hangre state ki hoji oirei bisi da khidang lockdown ama drakar leibra na khoi khanari masida tawda kari kai ga dage haina na ba kan honari ad mayam da ina once again ina mayam da ina haijening bisi SOP se khoi silai si da marks pi dana sing ngeng taw matam social distancing taw sumaina tawra kan da kainom pai ro ga khudhambi ba hari ba ani ohum se fajana tawra ga de khoi covid dagi di prevent obuding amne ba adu boi khoi laibak thibe de khoi praja mayam madu inbida ba adu madu inna na enforce ba police ki side ki angan mada honare live activity policing infect ore nurses in doctor infection tor hai ba portion ai khoi da fully implement over the khare inconvenient way bani aduna ne club sing organize obiro khar yabiyo ne na appeal tokjeris mami tare I am not an expert community spreading lai re na ina bluntly hai badu langani adu community spreading to bogi mami badi tare na yadmaina alarm oi re hai bam di ai mayam da thamjali.
Manipur reported 315 new confirmed cases of COVID-19 and one death in the last 24 hours. As per State Health Department and COVID-19 Command Control Room press release at 5 p.m. today, Manipur's total confirmed COVID-19 cases have reached 15,778, out of which 3,748 are active cases. In the last 24 hours, coronavirus infected 53-year-old man from Churachandpur district passed away at District Hospital, Churachandpur. With this, that toll has reached 117. While on the positive note, 172 people were discharged in the past 24 hours and recovered cases have reached 11,913. State's recovery rate stands at 70.50%. Out of the newly infected persons, 285 are from the general population and 30 are personnel of Central Armed Police Force. Newly infected persons from the general population are 79 from Imphal East District, 62 from Imphal West District, 45 each from Tamenglong and Churachandpur districts, 17 from Thoubal District, 5 each from None and Tengnopal districts, and 1 each from Senapati and Bishnupur districts. 17 persons out of the general population are from Imphal West districts and they are returnees from other states, while the rest are locals without any significant travel history. They are being shifted to COVID care facilities and necessary measures are underway. Representatives of 6 student organizations today carried out protest demonstrations at Keshampat Kesham Lekai Larembi Community Hall, demanding a concrete state policy to fight COVID-19 pandemic. The student organizations are AMSU, DESAM, KSA, AIMS, MSF and SUK. Speaking to media, DESAM President Namirakpam Edison said they carried out the protest pressing the government to fulfill their 12 points chart of demands. Their demands include setting up of 500-bedded hospital especially for COVID-19 patients and arrangements for setting up another 500-bedded hospital, to reserve either RIMS or Jenims hospital for the treatment of non-COVID-19 patients, etc. Edison said that a memorandum citing the demands will be submitted to Chief Minister N. Biren today itself.
Manipur government aikoina demand khara aikoina tanjaba taliba demand singdu aikoina khara hena tabi naba aduga khara thuna thabak to onthok pirana banga se aikoigi wakat mifam je aikoina phamjabani masida aikoina maruona tanjabasi state ki oiba COVID-19 thenana ba yamna comprehensive oiba amadi yamna transparent oiba adugumba policy ma sembiu haiba masi aikoi wafam sina aikoi ihan hanba demand ni haijaba tai aduga masida natana COVID dedicated hospital phamung samnga leiba koigi hospital ama koi sayolam gi manungda masi aikoi lingkhat piu masi mamang ro koi Manipur government Manipur Chief Minister makna mak tongan tongan phom singna masi thamnana bagi yengsinba akoina thengna jakre adu bungasi phawba koina thabaktadi por oina koina ubadi masi ngamjadri.
Convener of People's Task Force for COVID-19, PTFC-19, BK Morangcha, has slammed the state government of giving more attention towards the upcoming by-election instead of combating COVID-19 pandemic situation. Chairman of Indian Red Cross Society, ICRS, Manipur State, Dr. Y. Mohan said Manipur has failed to fight COVID-19. He appeals to the government to take strategic measures to reduce the number of COVID-19 death cases in the state. He said the same during a joint meeting of PTFC-19 IRCS Association of Health Providers AHPI Manipur chapter and Indian Medical Association IMA held at IMA Auditorium in Lamphel today. Speaking to media, PTFC-19 convener BK Morangcha termed the failure of the government to tackle COVID-19 situation where people without travel history even getting infected as very unfortunate. Convener BK Morangcha asked who will bear responsibility if widespread COVID-19 outbreak occur in areas where by-elections will be conducted after the elections.
Rims na to jenim sa mingchan na bahot na bada. Serious so iba mi duri san phang dreba. Kitang mile iba iba mayam do VIP gi recommendation do san na bahot na bada. Si ba masing handan na bada mukta ICU bed hangal haningi ventilator hen na thamanningi hamjaningi bdi si ba masing handan biyo. Si ba masing handan na bada mukta COVID care center de ko stand serious sarkar na thuna transfer do na ba mechanism do kodu thamanningi.
Speaking further, Chairman of IRCS Manipur State Branch, Dr. Y. Mohan said that people fail to abide by COVID-19 related SOPs like wearing of face mask and maintaining of social distancing while in public places for the upcoming by-election. He stressed on the need for more beds over and above the 32 beds at ICU and ventilator beds at Jennings and Rims Hospital, as more than 300 individuals are being infected by COVID-19 on an average every day. He added that IRCS has been demanding the government to construct a COVID care hospital since the past 5 months, but it has failed to put into action till date. Secretary of AHPI Manipur Chapter, Dr. James Ilangbam, and IMA President Dr. Shyam Kumar Laishram also demanded the government to construct COVID care hospitals at the earliest.
Lengaksina miyam singa sida SOP mayama orders pangthok da thokpa adugumba orders singa do madu ngasi lengaksina smakoina semjaba order do makoina muk thugaiba sigumba COVID-19 si thengna hono matamda lawriba amani section thorang singa se aduki matik yamna serious oidre aduga huji laiba sigumba by election gi somdo ina mai onchen duna leire habse yamna mayek sengna tai travel history leitaba kaya ama ngasi nongmada chahum chamri yokhleiba tangkaksi yor phawgada makoi yamna serious oidagi mong se masi koina condemn tawi paikhaliba sigumba policy program sing ngasi dasu yamna chauna ahoba leibna maram orakanda ngasi di over control da lae amadi oireiba sigumba positive orpui sang ngasi su overflow da noma gi handlaktuna lai.
Chief Minister Nongthumbam Biren has urged the public to choose the right candidate who will work for the welfare of the public and bring equal development of various communities residing in hills and valley regions of Manipur. He was speaking at the public meeting held for Lilong constituency's BJP candidate for the upcoming by-election, Alhaj Muhammad Abdul Nasir. Election Campaign Committee for Alhaj Muhammad Abdul Nasir 30 Lilong organized the public meeting at the ground near Lilong Turel Ahanbi Dam. Speaking at the meeting, the Chief Minister further said that the public should choose candidates who keep their words. He said that the BJP is a party committed to its ideologies. Biren also claimed that BJP-led state government has brought various positive changes in its short tenure of rule. Biren added that various parties have been trying to break up the government, but it is still intact, all due to the sacrifices made by MLAs for the public and for their support to the BJP-led state government.
Hek sarkar hek sembadagi March semaga April dagi dum sarkar si thokaina ba honar pres chahi ummo khaise ama natura ama assembly da woro ama da woro dum no mata nena tana sasan jogi tanja pigidaba yamna crucial loiba stage ma lapo kanda ai khoi pham to osu yare khoi MLA oidra su yare BJP ki sarkar kallaga loire nang kallaga loire na lakhiba inau narsirgi kari ga ile poidoino adugumba courage level leader ama piraga adugumba kathopungamba leader ama pirakpodo adugi damukta ne baina ngasi Lilongi praja boy hanna na korom jaris power pai dodi yade haidana dum ai chakhum dage muksangni maning thongde muksangni yum mathak dage muksangni troka mi gi yum thugaina bo honoru budo adugi fall ne bo silis sigi sarkar sidi mapuna puba sarkar ne ekhoina puba nate mapuna ishorna puba sarkar Modi ji yauna national president Amit Shah ji yauna Lilongi prajada thamaiba thajaba se masi khatang di mangan danaba ainau Nasir se magi mafamni mana phumgam thoi masi amuk hana thagatsi.
Speaking at the meeting, Rajya Sabha MP Leshemba Sanajauba said that BJP is a party with commitment. He said the state government has been taking various welfare and developmental projects for the people. He appealed to support the present government to empower the Chief Minister. The meeting was attended by Education Minister S. Rajan, Mahud Minister Okram Henry, Kairao MLA L. Rameshwar and Lilong constituency's intending candidate ex-Minister Alhaz Muhammad Abdul Nasir. BJP candidate Onam Lukhoi, INC candidate Salam Joy and NPP candidate Khuraijam Loken today filed their election nomination papers for the upcoming by-election for Wangoi Assembly constituency. Speaking to media at Imphal West DC office complex after filing their nomination paper, Minister O Lukhoi said he is contesting the election in support of the present BJP-led state government that has been taking various welfare measures to equally develop the hill and valley regions of the state. He expressed firm belief that he will win the upcoming election. Meanwhile, Congress candidate Salam Joy slammed the BJP of giving a wrong impression about his constituency. He said he is contesting the election to save the Wangoi constituency. Salam Joy also criticized NPP candidate Loken as a self-acclaimed social worker without carrying out any developmental works, while NPP candidate Loken also expressed firm belief of winning the election and bring much needed changes in Wangoi Assembly constituency.
I am 100% confident, definitely win of this by-election. This is from my side. Main agenda is we need to protect of this present government because this government was doing for the people of the Manipur both hill and valley. That's why I want to support to this present government for future.
गवर्नमेंट के बारे में तो हम बोलने का जरूरत नहीं है। मणिपुर का पब्लिक पूरा जानकार हो चुका है, क्या क्या चल रहा है, क्या हो रहा है, क्या नहीं हो रहा है, सब जानता है। इसी नाते में मैं सोच रहा था अपना कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी पूरा बदनाम हो चुका है बीजेपी गवर्नमेंट के नाते से, इसलिए अपना कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी बचाने के लिए मैं कांग्रेस में ज्वाइन किया। कांग्रेस में ज्वाइन कर दिया, आज नॉमिनेशन फाइल भी कर दिया। भगवान का दया से पब्लिक के सपोर्ट से जीत के दिखा देगा, उसके बाद में अपना कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी को डेवलपमेंट करेगा। वो लोग तो क्या लोकल एरिया डेवलपमेंट फल चोरी कर दिया, पब्लिक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन सिस्टम पूरा मतलब नेशनल फूड सिक्योरिटी राइस चोरी कर दिया, एसके ऑयल एक बार भी नहीं दे रहा है, पूरा लूट कर दिया, और शुगर भी, और एक एमएलए होकर के एक मिनिस्टर होकर के डिसिप्लिन भी नहीं है, उसका क्या है, कुछ नहीं है। और एनपीपी भी ऐसे, वो तो एक्चुअली सोशल वर्कर नहीं है, खुद को सोशल वर्कर बोलता है और अपना कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी के लिए कुछ नहीं किया, इसलिए दोनों का तो हम नाम तक नहीं लेना चाहिए। अभी इस बार तो कांग्रेस आएगा।
Three contending candidates of Wangjing and Lilong Assembly constituencies have submitted their nomination forms to their respective returning offices for the upcoming by-election on November 7. The candidates are INC candidate of Wangjing Tenta M. Hemanta, independent candidate of the same constituency Sarangthem Manaubi, and another independent candidate of Lilong Assembly constituency MD Abdul Nasir. Last date of submitting nomination forms for the candidates is tomorrow. Scrutiny will take place on October 21st and last day of withdrawal of candidature is on October 23. Two candidates for the upcoming by-election from 60 Singat ST Assembly constituency, BJP candidate Ginsuan Hao from Bangmon and independent candidate Tin Lun Thang from Hyangtam have also submitted their nomination forms to the returning officer. District Election Officer Imphal West informed that Aditya Bikram IRS has been appointed as the expenditure observer of 22 Wangoi Assembly constituency for the upcoming by-election to be held on November 7. Inspections will be carried out at the Kombirei Hall of DC complex in Lamphilpat on October 25, 30 and November 3, while introduction program of the contesting candidates and their respective agents of Wangoi Assembly constituency will be held on October 22nd. A combined police team carried out a door-to-door search operations at Pundrei village in Thoubal district from 4:30 a.m. till 7:15 a.m. today in view of the upcoming by-polls. Altogether, 430 people of 150 households were verified in the search operation carried out by the combined team, including Thoubal district police personnel, Kamjong police station OC and Hairok police station OC. Chief Minister Nongthombam Biren led people in paying floral tributes to Joyshree Bhagyachandra on his 222nd death anniversary observance at Sri Sri Govindaji Temple in Palace Compound in Imphal East District today. The death anniversary will be observed for 2 days. Floral tributes and other rituals were performed to mark the observance at Sri Sri Gopinath Mandir at Ningthaukhong in Bishnupur District. Speaking on the occasion, the Chief Minister remembered Joyshree Bhagyachandra as a great ruler who brought a new dimension to the Manipuri society. He urged the people to pray for peace and a healthy society on his death anniversary. Mahut Minister Okram Henry, titular King of Manipur, and Rajya Sabha MP Lashem Basanajauba, MLA N. Indrajit, and members of Joyshree Bhagyachandra Cultural Foundation Manipur were present on the occasion.
Manipur gi anova dimension ama Manipur poram adugamba laikhidrabagi iningthaugi sei chani ge kunithoi shuba adugi ningsing thoram sei iningthau maharaj adagi honorable minister honorable MLA aduga leiriba bhaktamaya magi phamda sadanjali katpa khorumjaba lakpani magi sugumba laigidabagi numi ningsingba sei chani ge kunithoi ni shuba sei ningsingba pangthokpaga loinana govindaji ge phamda state sida shanti hanjalangnaba state sida laina tinana miyamna piriba waba punamakse masi kokhan
Chairman of 222nd Joyshree Bhagyachandra Death Anniversary Organizing Committee come Rajya Sabha MP Lashem Basanajauba and Ketrigao MLA N. Indrajit made tarpan offerings at Wangkai Ningthem Pukri as part of the observance. Speaking on the sidelines, titular King Lashem Basanajauba said that unlike the previous years, the death anniversary observance has been subdued this year owing to the COVID-19 pandemic. He prayed that the pandemic will go away soon.
Masih sumba senglaba numero sida ain hygienic base ko laibak sida santi hanjalakpa ade hauji corona covid-19 na awa na piriba ko gi malem gi na awa na piriba ko gi laibak kesu yaw na piriba se Sri Sri Govindaji na thogjan bidana awa basi kopiba
ayuk ki thorma che tarapona chingba kapa lukchau kapare chingba chhatra na chingba kale harega harinam sangitor ari palana harinam sangiton sai loiri harega nungdingi matamda akoina mahadhumen laiba asigi kari raja si bahiga chandana haudu piramani adu mahaki matamda katpa ngamamde aduna ngasi akoina Ningthau konta kachari base astakan kaidana ahing chupa letra sai harega hayeng numidang da loisangadori mani.
Joyshree Bhagyachandra Cultural Foundation Manipur also observed the 222nd death anniversary of Bhagyachandra Maharaj, who is also known as Chingthang Khomba Maharaj at Kwaramban Market, Shamumakong today. Floral tributes and ritual ceremonies were performed on the occasion. Rajashri Bhagyachandra Cultural Foundation along with Sri Sri Gopinath Devata Sevayat Committee also observed the 222nd death anniversary of Rajashri Bhagyachandra today at Sri Sri Gopinath Mandir in Ningthaukhong. Attendees paid floral tributes and made tarpan offerings to the late king at the observance. Zirebam District Police observed 129th Manipur Police Raising Day celebration 2020 at Zirebam District Headquarters today. Police distributed edibles to the public on the occasion. Kakching District Police also celebrated 129th Manipur Police Raising Day at Wangu Lamkai Outpost today. Kakching SP inaugurated a guest room for officers of additional SPs and DSP ranks. Additional SP, LO operations and other officers attended the event. Speaking on the occasion, SP Kakching lauded those 25 police officers and other personnel who took immense roles in the construction of a new building of Kakching District Police. Personnel of Thobal District Headquarters and Yaripog Police Station also celebrated the day. Bishnupur District Police also celebrated Manipur Police Raising Day at Bishnupur District Headquarters today. Winners of Best IO, Best Performing Police Station and Best CI Operation and others were felicitated on the occasion. Now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you updates on coronavirus cases in India and the world. Keep watching Impact News.
Akash, India's #1 coaching institute for medical and engineering with a legacy of more than 31 years. Akash scores a perfect hat-trick in NEET 2020 with top 3 ranks 3 years in a row. Enroll now for new repeater batches. Akash Institute, success is waiting. For more details, kindly contact Akash Institute Manipur Center. Contact number 8974412755 or 690-937-8833. Panthoibi Group presents Panthoibi Housing Finance Company Limited, regulated by RBI, has completed its 15 years of service, having 13 branches including Guwahati. Provides subsidized home loan under PMAY CLSS Housing for All by 2022 mission. Panthoibi Microfin deals in microfinance. Panthoibi Nidhi Limited provides loans against fixed deposit and properties. Panthoibi Construction booking is going on for flats, villas, row house. For more details, kindly contact Panthoibi Housing Finance Company Limited and its subsidiary group of companies.
Welcome back after the break. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. India's COVID-19 caseload crossed 75 lakhs with a single-day spike of 55,722 new cases reported in the last 24 hours, while the number of people who have recovered from the disease are above 66 lakh, 63,000, pushing the country's recovery rate to 88.26%. As per the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, death toll has reached 1,14,610 and active COVID-19 cases are above 7,72,000, with Maharashtra still on top with above 1,83,000 active cases of COVID-19. According to ICMR, during the last 24 hours, more than 8,59,000 tests have been conducted. Globally, coronavirus has infected above 4,03,66,000 people. Above 1,01,19,000 people have died, and recoveries are above 3,01,55,000. USA is still on top with more than 27,05,000 active cases of COVID-19, followed by India and Brazil. As a part of the ongoing Jan Abhiyan campaign to create awareness about COVID-19, personnel of Segmai Police Station under the supervision of Imphal West District Superintendent carried out COVID-19 awareness in areas under the police station today. A police team led by officer in charge of Segmai Police Station, Sarubam Joy Kumar, including members of Segmai COVID Relief Committee, representatives of Nagar Panchayat, Mairapaibi Loops and women organizations took out the rally from Segmai Bazaar till Kaujeng Leima. Face masks were also distributed to passers-by during the rally. CSDS Karen Phabi units, KADA and Bishopur District Committee jointly organized COVID-19 public awareness program at Karen Phabi Mamanglekai Community Hall in Bishopur District today by following COVID-19 related SOPs. Samananda Yumnam has become the state topper of National Eligibility Cum Entrance Test 2020 conducted by National Testing Agency on his first attempt. He scored 661 marks out of 720 and bagged a 2068 All India ranking. Samananda is the second child of Yumnam Kameshwar and Yumnam Ongbi Angobi from Moirangkampu, Sajeb. Speaking exclusively to Impact News today, Samananda said that he decided to become a doctor and serve people right from his childhood when his family faced tough times of not being able to consult doctors during medical emergencies. Samananda studied from class nursery to class 10 at Mangoljau English School and passed out class 11 and 12 from Millennium Institute of Sciences in Kwakitel. He had joined Comet Coaching Center for NEET preparation.
Khoise imung manung je kitang nang na hore aduna khoida angang oringai da haitare khoi gi family sing members sing na yarakpa ei san na yarakpa aduda doctor da matam chan na layeng bagi chatpa ngamdaba khudong chadaba mayam ma thengdare adu mo sing to khoi da sum nungai gi da laibuduna mara morakan ei ju nongodi doctor mo oigi haibagi wakhanda honarakone aina amatang haijaning bodi mayam na marks upa haina di dum launaba marks upa gi niyom di nong ta haidaba marks maning mamang on thokna upa dum corona virus mamang dera amu Orang kang dari marks kasi pangu upa aduna koi da marks upa gi kana baje kemta lai tab dongna adu moi marks se sisina ba matam da akoi gi hetare niyom chumna sisina haningi koi doctor mayam ama akhang hai mayam lai re mo koi gi tum akhang da phajana tana gani adu de gi ai imanaba sing hojik sagi medical tamina da imanaba sing makoi gi su ai akhang da phajana tana jara kan da ai mayam gi seba tawjagi na thamjagi.
Lilong Haurebi College Teachers Association held one-day workshop cum sensitization program on National Education Policy 2020 at Lilong Haurebi College today. The workshop was held under the aegis of Directorate of University and Higher Education, Manipur. Resource persons, Associate Professor of DM College of Teachers Education, Dr. W. Joyshree Moy, stressed on problems and prospects of implementation of NEP 2020, while Professor K.H. Dinesh Kumar gave insights on NEP 2020, an overview and principal of Lilong Haurebi College, Dr. Rahim Juddin Sheikh, spoke on re-amazing vocational education under NEP 2020 at the event. Higher and Technical Education Commissioner M. Hare Krishna, IAS, and President of Lilong Haurebi College Teachers Association, E. Bharat, also took part in the event. People Campaign for Resurgent Manipur, PCRM, celebrated its 9th Foundation Day today. An online panel discussion on the theme Indo-Naga Peace Talks and India's Northeast Identities, Aspirations and Way Forward was held on the occasion with Impact TV Editor-in-Chief Yumnam Rupachandra as the moderator. Director of Commonwealth Human Rights Initiative CHRI, New Delhi, Sanjoy Hazarika, Faculty of Azim Premji University, Bengaluru, Vikas Kumar, Editorial Director of the Eastern Link, Subhir Bhaumik, Editor of FPSJ Review, Imphal, Pradeep Panjaubam, journalist, Bano Haralu and Nehu Professor Xavier P. Mao were the panelists of the online discussion. Ayibalup Assam Hojai carried out their 12th Foundation Day at Kalakul village in Lepukuri, Hojai with various cultural events. 3 books were released on the occasion. The books are renowned author Thaudam Baba Tombi's Iben Pokki Phungawari, Thangjam Amar's poetry book Nongpokki Ganga Brahmaputra, and a compiled book of Ayiba Lup Hojai named as Sajibu. 25 authors who attended the event read out various poems in the event. District Administration Imphal East and District Program Officer ICDS Imphal East District jointly observed International Girl Child Day at Panchayat Bhavan in Imphal East DC complex today. Social Welfare Minister Okram Henry felicitated 4 girls who excelled in various fields with cash rewards of 5,000 rupees each, gift packs and 3 saplings. Imphal East DC Kumantem Daina also felicitated 35 girls with gifts and 1 tree sapling each at the event. A retail outlet of Indian Oil Corporation Limited under Salai Energy Solutions Private Limited SESPL, a branch of Salai Holdings Private Limited, was opened at Phumlo Shifai today. Speaking on the occasion, SESPL Managing Director E. Brajendro assured to make all-out efforts to export local products in the international market and to create jobs in the state. Ex-MLA S. Kunjakeshwar also attended the event.
Nomagi sura tanjaraga chajariba kaya amadi ngasi kokta khut hapnari kono sing yengaga isai chana masigi pandemic asibu aikoina matau karamna masing akthok tuna koi chatkadagi habasina isagi science tuna sinabilaga aikoi tawdaba yade tangai padana lamdam sida economy da achauba safum pire bise masipuna mo aikoi punna thengnamina da yade habase masisu aikoi ki ache thajabam thamjaraga matam sangna pending da lairuraba Indian Oil Corporation Limited ki makhada retail outlet amoina hangna bhaidana hona jarakibani adu laibaktiba thokto amana matam sangna koi pending de laiki adu aikoi hanba leitana hona bata ningana ba poktana ngasi bawdo hona rapana warapsu wana hariba thabagase ngasidi isam chamba thoram masina pangthokpa ngamale.
Integrated Institute of Sustainable Management IISM kicked off 4-day training program on biofloc fish farming at Lamlong today. Altogether, 81 individuals will take part in the training program to be held in 2 batches. Manipur Muslim Welfare Organization MMWO has opened its Ngairian branch today. A team led by Imphal East Additional SP Operation Ronnie Mayengbam and Imphal East Narcotic Cell Officer in Charge KH Dev Kumar seized tobacco items ferried from Dimapur to Imphal. Police has arrested a man in this connection. Acting on a tip-off, a team led by Imphal East Additional SP Operation and Imphal East Narcotic Cell Officer in Charge raided Sunil Godown at Mantri Pukri and seized tobacco items yesterday. 39-year-old Krishna Shah, son of Ramnath Shah from Buxar district in Bihar, who imported the items to Imphal, was arrested. The seized items and the arrested person have been handed over to officials of Food Safety Imphal for further legal actions. Athletic Association of Manipur has inducted its new office bearers for 2020-2024. Press release from the association said its annual general body meeting was held at the conference hall of All Manipur Sports Association near Imphal Polo Ground yesterday and inducted the new members. Altogether, 24 members of 5 units of District Sports Association and 19 affiliated units took part in the meet. The association unanimously elected L. Ajit as president, L. Sarat and S. Sarat Chandra as vice presidents, Ito Tongbram as General Secretary and S. Maipaksana as Treasurer of the association during the meeting. Week-long cleanliness drive kicked off at Kumalampak Sports Complex today. Yas Minister Letpao Haukip, Commissioner Bobby Wycombe IAS and Director in charge T. Pulen MCS top officers and staff of the department attended the event. Speaking on the occasion, Minister Letpao Haukip appealed for public support for upgrading the sports complex. He said the government is taking various steps to keep the sports complex neat and clean, which unfortunately is not in a good condition due to restrictions owing to the COVID-19 pandemic. He said that the Sports Ministry has accepted proposal for construction of a mini sports complex in every district of the state. The minister further assured that adequate coaches will be recruited for the department in the near future.
On 32 subdivision, around 16 pipeline delay Matang so the Pirakani, the Waliba, Postman, so never can ordinary Haiba. Government policies. Kasiangna lana logum si hoi mapima pani na taina pamdi thoi akoi adubu sarkar da loina taina base tainau ka sukai di adubu khali bo oza sing su mathau tobra tobra media na amtang mong bhau hangi bro aba pachanga loire office ka da suya angang tak ta suya ne haibigi akoi gi Manipur da chana bi amli sulei bini amtang media da du su haibiu ka da khak chai ba sabak tu hapani mayum da kanna kaure ai chang nungai je da mai hai ya la mathang da ma nu ki na ra ni mathang da ma pa na ra ni chahi office ka ka da ma amam sule chabla te ko akhoi gi shortage ho ning chang na loina honna ra kan da ni ni na pudo lu hawai yauna amana sa du ngam mani management sin hai ba matiang tau na ba hai ba coordination su ka tang wa li sarkar side de so son ba le ada akhoi gi officer si gi su ason ba le ai da sum yeng bani da ko.
All Manipur Football Association AMFA has condoled the untimely demise of former AMFA Executive Council member H. Momon Singh from Sagolban, Moirang Leirak. AMFA members observed 2-minute silence as a mark of respect to the departed soul. They also shared the grief of the bereaved family members. Meitei Indigenous Thangta and Cultural Institute felicitated Humanitarian Excellence Award 2020 awardees, social and cultural activist Rakesh Naurem and Ningombam Ongbi Ranibala Lema today. The event was held at the Institute's office in Kongba Khetri Laikai. Speaking on the occasion, Chairman of Film Forum Manipur S. Mangoljao urged everyone to set aside one's differences and stand together in unity. Klasa FC Kaino has signed a funding agreement with Boyo Private Limited Pishumtong, and as part of the agreement, Boyo Private Limited will fund Klasa FC Kaino for 3 years. A famed football club of the state, Klasa FC Kaino, established since 1972, has produced many national and international level footballers of the state. Boyo Private Limited took the initiative to provide funding of 50 lakh rupees consecutively for each year to Klasa FC Kaino as a gesture of goodwill to the club. Speaking at the event held at Hotel Classic in North AOC today, Director of Boyo Private Limited Pishumtong and Toi Toi urged the public to extend necessary help in boosting the state's art and culture and sports field to make the state notable. Chairman of Klasa FC Kaino, Y. Norton, Treasurer Dr. C.H. Ranjit and many members of the club took part in the event.
Changiba paisa si kanana pidoino boyo na pini haga boyo matanda na pingam doribra masi kita realistic one khanbije ko wakan boyo khatana puungam doribra and boyo khatana puro hai tari atopo sponsor mong thi doribra ada thibudi thini adu itaga su matudagi hena laiba makhak lai madudagi hena laibadi kaino hakanda kaino FC chokot ke tadi kaino gi praja chokot po kaino gi praja chokot targani kaino gi praja duna uthorak pasen revenue mayam duna dum kaino FC do dum kaino gi football club se dum asidai sida dum magi revenue supply se dum bibiba adu itargadi khoi club si sum si siraroi kaino praja chokot lagani kaino gi laiba unemployment gi issue su pura solve tawbagi maigai rom da changjal na thajaba tham.
All India Kung Fu Federation AIKF will organize the first ever online National Referee and Coach Seminar 2020. The seminar will be held for 2 days on October 31st and November 1st. Altogether, 22 states affiliated to the Federation will take part in the seminar on Sanda and Taolu Kung Fu sports. AIKF has invited applications of 20 aspiring referees, 10 for Sanda and 10 for Taulu from State Kung Fu Sports Associations. Last date to submit their names is on October 25. Further details may be availed from the Federation. Japanese shuttler Nozomi Okuhara has clinched the women's singles title of the Denmark Open Super 750, while Danish shuttler Anders Antonsen has bagged the men's singles title of the championship. Denmark hosted the championship under the aegis of Badminton World Federation. The championship took place at Odense Sports Park from October 13 till 18. In the women's final, Nozomi Okuhara thrashed Spain's Carolina Marin 21-19, 21-17 to claim the title, while in the men's final, Denmark's Anders Antonsen beat Rasmus Gemke, also of Denmark, 18-21, 21-19 and 21-12 to clinch the champion title. Now, before we end, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Chief Minister Biren says state government is mulling of imposing total lockdowns to curb a spread of coronavirus in the wake of escalating COVID-19 cases in Manipur. Manipur reports 315 new confirmed cases of COVID-19 and 1 death in the last 24 hours. A death toll reaches 117. Six student organizations, AMSU, Disarm, KSA, AIMS, MSF and SUK, demand concrete state policy to fight COVID-19 pandemic. Convener of People's Task Force for COVID-19, BK Morangcha, slams state government of focusing more on by-election instead of combating COVID-19. Chief Minister Nongthum Biren urges public to choose candidates who will work for public welfare and equal development in hills and valley regions of the state. Two-day-long 222nd death anniversary of Joyshree Bhagyachandra begins today. Chief Minister N. Biren leads people in offering homage to the late king. And India adds above 55,000 COVID-19 cases in last 24 hours, a rising tally above 75 lakhs. Recovery rate stands above 88%. That's all we have in this bulletin. Thank you for being with us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipuri Bulletin. For more news, you can also follow Impact TV on Facebook, Twitter,